It's the Super MMA Bros.
Breaking MMA Guru canceled news. Listen up, guys.
It through, and then we did the pod, and then afterwards I was saying I just did the Dylan Dennis video, and I was like, I'm not going to be able not to call people, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be able not to call people inbred, not to trash the fighters, not to go crazy. I can't do that, you know. So I have to chill. I have to chill with it. And I messaged DJ. I said I'm not going to be able to do it. It's going to happen again. I literally told DJ it's going to happen again. I can't change for that. I'm going to crash out again. I'm going to say some shit on a stream. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. No, he is a coward. Stop riding him. And that's not what we're discussing. He's not a coward, chat. He has to walk in the gym with people I've just screamed at, calling inbred and disgusting and cousin fuckers. That's not cowardly, chat. That makes absolute sense from DJ's perspective. But I can't. Chat, I'm not going to not be able to insult fighters again so I can have the show with DJ. Even though they're talking about, but we want this to be a big thing and sponsors coming in, and I couldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched his full clip about it yet. But yeah, it makes sense to be honest, because Guru always goes crazy, goes over the top. He can't censor himself. I did see some things. I looked up because I heard people complain that he was like being racist and stuff over Islam, and so I was curious. I looked at what he said, and he did some. He was talking about them being inbred, and he's like the best Caucasian one or something between Islam and JDM, and that's making feel mad too. So it's like what he said isn't like that horrible, but like for someone like DJ Mighty Mouse who has like millions of subscribers and has a wider audience, like right, it makes sense. I did think it was kind of crazy from the start that he was pairing up with Guru because Guru does go pretty nuts sometimes.
I think the most interesting part was the guy that said, "Didn't they know about your past?" Because that's the huge thing, you guys. Like, Mighty, you know what Guru has said, and like we kind of did the whole thing with the we have a Raja Jackson video where we confront Guru over this in a sense. We talk about how he dog whistle racism, like dirty animal to Raja, like just purposely kind of being racist to get views. So I think to Guru's point, Mighty has to go into the Dagestani gyms and deal with the fighters, right?
hmm Yeah, they're like, why are you talking to this Guru guy? Yeah, but it helped them both. They did the collab. They got the audiences crossing over. So it is what it was. How long was it? Maybe a month or two? It wasn't that long. I didn't. I would
This
never watch the
happened.
full thing either. I would just find clips and stuff. But yeah, it's a little sad it's ending, but it's still fine. We both can watch them if you want to.
Funny enough, in this most recent pod, DJ does have a section where he kind of confronts MMA Guru about this. He kind of says, "Oh, you know what you're saying." Like there is kind of an awkward moment, but I thought it was interesting. He never confronted him about the Raja Jackson thing, right? I think that probably contributed to this as well.
Yeah, this one with the inbred stuff. It's like so. Here's the thing. Like I think he made the point. Like, well, Khabib married his cousin, so with Khabib, honestly, it's kind of like a valid criticism, right? If you get offended by that, very well. But like when you marry your cousin, I mean, that's literally the definition, kind of inbreeding, right? Like, I mean, it's not, I don't think it was the first cousin, I'm not 100% sure, but like, right, it's on the verge, right? So I get that's a somewhat fair joke. But then he was saying about Islam, where like, I don't think that's proven at all with Islam, right? Like, who he's married, right? I haven't ever heard that. So, like, to just be throwing out at all the Dagestanis, right? I can see why people are getting mad, right? It's also kind of
Hey,
funny, right? But it's
let's
probably like
not forget,
unwarranted,
brother.
huh?
Khabib Nurmagomedov is a cousin fucker. MMA Guru isn't wrong.
Uh-oh, now we're gonna get the hate. I mean, if it's the facts, it's the facts, right? We can't
Look
deny
it
it.
up, people. Look it up. Go on Wikipedia, go on wherever. It doesn't say what level of cousin, but it's not the first cousin, I don't believe, but it's probably like second cousin or something like that. Maybe it is first cousin. They're trying to hide it, but that's why the Daggies are mad because their little heroes fucking his cousin.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like I don't really want to talk about, but if that's the facts, it is what it is. Like it makes the insult not so bad against Khabib, right? But if you're just saying about Islam and every Dagestani fighter when it's unwarranted, that's where it's like, all right, fair enough. That's shouldn't really be saying that. But but the thing, he's on live stream, you get carried away, right? You know, a producer there be like, oh, whoa, man, tone that down a little bit, right? He's just releasing it live, so And like he said, he kind of knew like this wouldn't last long. He's too outrageous. He can't censor himself, and his audience doesn't want him to censor himself, right? He's the wild cowboy out there in the MMA world. Like he was almost on the UFC countdown. Like he almost was official. He was almost the male fat Nina drama, right? Like a little whore for Dana, but then he couldn't censor himself. He did the John Jones is gay video, and then they dropped him. So like he's done all that. It's hurt him in some ways, but in some ways it's helped him because his audience kind of appreciates he's true to who he is, even if you don't like him, right?
I agree. I respect that he said that he can't help himself because DJ was saying that about him making fun of the daggies on stream, and MMA Guru was honest. He said that, yeah, I can't help myself. I'm gassed up. I'm adrenaline at 6 a.m. my time. I'm gonna talk shit about the daggies. So I can respect Guru. You're right that,
And also, he gets some
you know,
ratings, right? It's his stick. Like, that's what
it's
people
just
want to see to
stick.
watch him.
And here's the thing, you guys. On this channel, we're gonna keep talking about Khabib fucking his cousin that is his wife. We're not beholden to corporate overlords or other people. We're gonna say it like it is. So he is a cousin fucker. Number one bullshit, but it's true. So stop crying, Khabib.
But here's,
You're
but
doing.
also here's the thing. While we say that, and it's true, we also like Khabib as a fighter. Like we like Khabib, we like Islam, but we call it the bullshit, right? That's the thing. It's like people are, I feel like our viewers are like, they're not sure. They want to hate us and then they like us. It's like, we'll call out someone and also compliment them, right? If they warrant a compliment, we'll compliment them. If they warrant us to make fun of them, we'll make fun of them, right? We're kind of like South Park. We give it to everybody, right? We have our opinions. We make that known, right? We're not unbiased, but like, you know. It's funny. We can't help but make fun of it.
Yeah, we're like Guru in that way. Like we would never get paired up with Mighty or someone like that. Like we would have to get paired up with MMA Guru
But
if
we're
we
also
ever
not
collab.
as bad as Guru with the things he says. Like we have a line a little bit, right? But
Yeah, we have a line in the sand. I feel like that's the difference, guys. Like we're MMA truthers. We tell the truth, but we're not like rage baiters. I feel like MMA Guru is a fucking rage baiter. He just says shit to get views. Like we're just giving our honest takes. And if you guys rage, that's on you, you know?
yeah. Well, it's been funny even in our comments. We've been getting a lot of them hate comments, but then, I usually give them some logical argument back. Like, hey, like, explain your point. And then either they like, half the time they like end up agreeing and they're like subscribing. It's like, oh, good point. Or they're just so much of a butthurt troll, but they can't make up a logical response and they're just like make a little insult. It's like, okay, that means I won the argument there, buddy. If you have no argument to make back. We can be wrong with the predictions, but our points, like even if we're wrong on who won the fight, our like predictions end up being still half valid. Even like just with JDM, like we said he'd win, he lost, right? But like he brought Islam to a decision win. Who does that, right? Like he was good enough that Islam couldn't finish him, right? And he had to go to 5 rounds. But we'll keep on this subject. We don't get too distracted.
Yeah, it's I respect Guru in a way. And I actually kind of, he is a little coward, DJ. Here's my thing on this. DJ, if you knew what you were getting into with MMA Guru, you should have never started. Like if you knew you couldn't handle what MMA Guru was saying, why did you collab in the first place? That's my issue with DJ on this one.
Good point, but we know why for ratings, for views. Guru had tons of views. Even though he's a problem, he had, was he have 400,000, 500,000 subscribers? Even if DJ probably knew this might not work out. In the meantime, right, he got all that extra exposure. I mean, and DJ's no saint either. I mean, like he's not like he's some monk. He was a fighter, right? He fought for a living, right? What's his name? Death Sentence. That guy's probably like mentally challenged, and DJ kind of exploits him for content, right? He's like, look at DJ, like let me do the documentary with this guy that guy obviously he shouldn't really be fighting. I feel bad for that guy, right? Death Sense. It's like, dude, he has like no his jujitsu is okay, but his striking is like so terrible. And then DJ trained him and it didn't get any better. It's like he's never gonna like do well, so he's just taking there taking damage. Wing C actually has ability. It's a little different story, right? But like, DJ kind of knows what he's doing. He's exploiting kind of a retarded guy for like content, So it's a little shady too. So like it is what it is. I like them both though, right? If you want more analytical views on stuff, because DJ was a fighter, it's good for DJ's channel. If you want like, just funny bullshit, you go to Guru's channel.
Agreed. And I think you're right about the whole poaching MMA gurus and essentially for views and for subscribers because yeah, I'm subscribed to Mighty and you know, I wasn't into as Mighty as much before Guru, but like that definitely draws me to Mighty's channel a lot more. And you know, Mighty has good content, especially with the Daggies and Dessens and Wingsy. Like, but I kind of feel like maybe it was, you know, kind of MMA Guru got conned a little. Like, hey, I'm gonna like take you under my wing and then throw you on the trash heap when I'm done with you a little
Well,
bit.
they
You know, I
both
feel like D
they're like parasites on each other. They both used each other for views, right? So it was good for both of them, to be honest, right? I liked Mighty's content more than Guru, right? But then I watched Guru a little more because he was with Mighty. So like it helped them both. It's like a collab, you know? So that's why Guru, like I don't think he's lying. He's like, ah, it is what it is, right? Like we had our fun, like he knew it wouldn't last. I think he's being honest on that, you know?
it's like a chick that's too hot for you and you know you got her but you're not going to have her forever. I think that's how MMA Guru with Mighty, like, you know, she's going to leave you at some point, right?
Come
Yeah.
on, subscribe, don't hold back, or we gonna get Nate to hit you with a Stockton slap. You can trust us, we ain't like DC on a scale. Smash! Subscribe, don't fail, cause if you don't, we'll get John Jones to poke your eye so hard, you're gonna have to start